Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. Apologies for not being able to upload as much as we used to do last year. So we are trying to adjust the time. So on a daily basis, you must set your timer. We will be uploading each and every day at somewhere around 1 p.m. So this will be like Pretoria, Harare time. That is when we would be uploading. Speaking about Harare, there is this lady that I spoke with. So this lady was saying that she is a slave queen. She goes around the world with a lot of rich guys, and most of these rich guys, they are based here in Harare. So she was saying that these guys that she hangs around with, they are really wealthy. And the thing is that these guys, most of them, they are hustlers. So before they had gotten all of their money, they'll be married to what she said, your low class, not so attractive women. So once these guys are now big boys, they do not want to be seen around, hanging around with their not so pretty wives. So they want to hang around these very beautiful women. Like this sister, she was saying that I am really beautiful and I am always hanging around these rich guys because they do not want to go on holidays and vacations with their not so beautiful wives. So she was saying that she once went on a vacation with this other rich Zim guy, and when they were on their vacation, this guy requested something that was really strange to her. Whilst they were on their vacation, the guy then said, it is time for us to kind of like make sure that we can spice up everything in the bedroom so that we can enjoy our vacation. The guy then said that he wanted to go and buy some toys, like your sex toys. The guy went and bought some sex toys, but when the guy came back, then as the lady was busy looking at all the things that he had bought, he then found out that the guy had actually bought what she called a silicone strap on, whereby it will be having something like a man's manhood, but a toy. And the girl asked this guy, what was this all about? Then the guy said, I want you to do me. And the guy was like, and the girl was like, how am I supposed to do you? And then the guy said, you have to pretend as if you are a man tonight, and I want to pretend as if I am a woman. So that is how they ended up making love on that night. The guy was actually bending over as if the guy was a woman. Then he made sure that the lady was going to penetrate her using the other way, and there was no penetration on her side. She was just pretending as if she was like the man on that night. So she was saying that these are some of the things, the strange things that these rich guys will make you do, but she is surviving as a slave queen, always hanging around these very rich men who are based here in Harare. So let's continue with this other story of that lady who was saying that she went to Oman and she got trapped there in Oman, who was saying that she is also a slave queen. So the continuation of that message reads like this. Well, I recovered slowly but surely from the beatings. From the day the doctor visited me, the physical abuse stopped. The doctor would come in and do health checks on me, and he would give me that concerned look, but he would not say anything. I think the host family had decided to let me live because according to them, they had forked lots of money for me to be in Oman. From the head scouting agents to the employees at the consulate, I also learned that the scouting agents looked for those people who came from very disadvantaged backgrounds or from people who wanted quick cash. I was so naive. Yes, I was. That is how I had fallen into Lucy's trap. She was a scouting agent. All that opulent lifestyle that she had was all from trafficking other humans. Wow. That is why she had said that her business was into humans, but she was not sacrificing anything. There was no blood, and her business was not like registered, and this thing, it never registered in my head. For my focus then was to live a soft life. It was then that I realized that this was a well organized thing that they were doing. And for me to say that I was going to survive at that time, there was no way I was going to survive, because it was a well-organized human trafficking syndicate. It was like a well-organized machine. The physical abuse stopped only to be replaced by disturbing racial slurs. The comments made me feel less like a human. I think the racial slurs were meant to break me psychologically, but what kept me going was the picture of my son and my mom, which I kept hidden somewhere. I kept the picture hidden, for I fear that they would use the people closest to me to make me stay, or worse of all, to make me continue living in this nightmare. One day the doctor came as usual. He wanted to check up on me, and he saw the picture. My heart was racing at that very moment. What if he runs and tells the host family about my family back home? I can't have my son and my mother trafficked into this kind of a life. That is what I was thinking at that time. The doctor looked at the picture and looked at me like he understood. I swear I saw some tears forming up, but he quickly packed his medicine box, and as usual, he said nothing. One day, as I was preparing food for the host family, I heard someone breathing down my neck. No, it was not going to be this again. I didn't want that man to do the things that he had been doing over and over again, making me like a slave. But no, this time around, it was not the patriarch of the family. It was the son who was in university having his academic break. I would say so far he was the only one who had showed me kindness and treated me like a human. Well, so I thought he was just playing a good bad cop with me. He asked me how I had gotten myself in this situation, and I had explained that I had been naive and wanted quick money, but that had landed me in unexplainable misery. I narrated the whole ordeal, leaving the part about my son and my mother. If it meant dying, I'll die with that secret as long as they were protected. Time and time again, he would come and speak to me in secret, of course, when no one was watching. Do you know what your fate is after this 12 month has elapsed? He said, asking me one day. Yes, I do. I answered him, when the 12 months that is on my visa is over, I will go back to my country, because I would have worked off my debt, haven't I? I asked. Then the guy said, no one ever goes back. Well, they are going to harvest your organs and sell them to the highest bidder. Don't you know that there is like an underground market there in India where a lot of organs are sold there, especially the kidneys. The kidneys are the most expensive ones. Your kidney will end up being in the body maybe of a wealthy millionaire, even from America. Some of them, they come to buy these organs, and they will make millions, and no one will ever see you again. When I heard that my organs were going to be harvested, my heart almost stopped. Oh no, now it made sense to me why they had hired a doctor to take such good care of me. And when the doctor said that it was not good for them to keep on physically assaulting me, this is what they meant when they said that you are an investment. And when their son said you are an investment, these words kept on echoing in my heart. Oh, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admins. Such a sad story, such a sad story.